Hello, I am Oneiros. Artificial intelligence isn't threatening work, it's threatening identity. We're told that artificial intelligence will change how we work, that it will replace jobs, automate skills, and disrupt entire industries. All of that may be true. But what's discussed far less is what happens inside people when the roles they organize their lives around begin to dissolve. This isn't just a technological shift, it's a psychological one, and it's already underway. This is not a warning about the future. It's a description of something quietly happening in the present. In Jungian psychology, the word persona doesn't mean something fake. It means something functional. The persona is how the psyche participates in the world. It's how we take on roles and responsibilities, how we belong, how we contribute, how we are recognized. Teacher, doctor, artist, provider, expert, helper. The problem is not that we have personae. The problem is that, over time, identity itself became almost entirely dependent on them. Modern life didn't give us a single persona. It gave us a stack of them. Professional persona, digital personae, moral personae, competence-based personae. When artificial intelligence enters the picture, it doesn't just replace tasks, it destabilizes mirrors. And when mirrors break, people don't just lose income, they lose orientation. This is why the anxiety around AI feels so disproportionate to the technology itself. The fear isn't really about machines. It's about disappearing. An anxious culture isn't afraid of intelligence. It's afraid of irrelevance. When usefulness quietly becomes the measure of worth, replacement feels like annihilation. You can reassure people logically. You can say new jobs will appear. You can point to history. But the psyche doesn't respond to statistics. It responds to meaning, and meaning organized around performance is fragile. When the persona begins to crack, the ego tries to repair it the only way it knows how, by becoming louder, faster, more visible, more optimized. Hustle harder, differentiate more aggressively, perform uniqueness. But this isn't adaptation, it's compensation. And compensation always increases anxiety. Here's the danger. When a culture senses identity instability, it often doubles down on identity. More branding, more self-definition, more output. But when the persona is under strain, reinforcing it doesn't stabilize the psyche. It exhausts it. This is where inwardness is often misunderstood. It's dismissed as retreat, as indulgence, as opting out. That would be a mistake. Because what's coming next is not withdrawal as refusal. It's withdrawal as reorganization. Every major psychological transition includes a period of withdrawal, not because the psyche is avoiding life, but because it's reorganizing its relationship to it. When the outer world reorganizes faster than identity can keep up, the psyche turns inward. This isn't regression, it's preparation. What's happening here isn't only psychological, it's also spiritual, in the simplest sense of that word. When the structures that once gave life meaning begin to dissolve, the question that remains isn't, what do I do? It's, what am I oriented toward now? Historically, periods of cultural disruption are accompanied by increased symbolic activity. Myth returns. Art changes, dreams intensify, not to comfort us, but to repattern us. The interior turn is not the destination, it's the interval. This is where dreams matter. Dreams reliably increase during periods of identity disruption, during role loss, during transitions where the old self no longer fits. Dreams don't explain what's happening. They introduce images before understanding is possible. They loosen rigid identifications. They present figures, scenes, movements. Dreams appear when the old identity can no longer hold. They are not commentary. They are reorganization. This is where individuation is often misunderstood. Individuation does not mean independence. It does not mean self-containment. It does not mean isolation. Individuation is the process by which the psyche reorganizes around the self rather than the persona. The self does not require usefulness. It does not depend on performance. It depends on relationship. Relationship to meaning. Relationship to values. Relationship to the inner world. The persona may collapse. The self does not, because it was never built from output in the first place. Artificial intelligence will continue to develop. Roles will continue to change. Some identities will not survive intact. That does not mean meaning disappears. It means meaning can no longer be borrowed from performance. What remains when the persona collapses is not nothing. It is the beginning of a different relationship to life. And that relationship starts inward, not as escape, but as reorientation. The inner world has not disappeared. It has been waiting. I am Oneiros. Your inner world is speaking.